let me tell you, you're not more irritable as a woman, like when you have a yeast infection.
Precisely.
You're just like,
everything is not working for me.
Yeah.
And you're scratching, and
I know.
unfortunately, in the wrong timing. Eh?
Yes. In the wrong timing.
Heat. Add heat to the factors.
Oh, please add January and February Nairobi.
Precisely.
And you are living in hell. Hi, it's Caroline Mutoko, and welcome back to my channel. And thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please do. This is an important conversation. It's woman to woman, woman to doctor about menstrual hygiene. I'm going straight there. May is Menstrual Hygiene Month.
Yes, it is.
And I needed to have this conversation for two reasons. It needs to be had, and for the woman, the mother, the sister who doesn't know how to have it with the right person, they can send them this video.
Okay.
The person sitting with me used to give us all chills when I was still on radio, Dr. Ann Kihara. She's no stranger to Kenyans.
Yeah.
So I want to start where my mother started.
Okay.
Because I think we all need to start there. We can jump into what is menstrual hygiene and what is going to happen. No. As a young girl, my mother started making us clean our own underwears when we went to have a bath.
Okay.
I started the same thing with my daughter at the age of 6. A lot of people think it's too early. It's not. And today she's 8, and I know I'm doing the right thing. Okay?
You certainly are.
I know I am. I know I am. I know I am because there are young women who come to intern with us, work with us, and I can tell from the first day you encounter her, she's not prepared for her womanhood.
Yeah.
Yet at this point, she's about 22, 23. Why? Because you can tell nobody took her through the conversation on Dio.
Yeah.
Nobody took her through the conversation of a shower. Mm-hmm. Nobody took her through the conversation of sweat. Nobody put her through that. But you see, you can't go there if we don't start with underwear.
Precisely.
Underwear. So I wanted to ask you, we now live in a world of thongs and satin and silk. As a doctor, not even as a woman, between you and I as women, thongs are stupid.
Yeah. Agreed. Let me stay with the elephant pant.
Yes.
It's cotton.
Yes. You need the granny panties.
Exactly.
If you don't do the granny panties, just get cotton.
Exactly.
It breathes.
Exactly.
The other stuff in the advertisement is supposed to be temporary.
Yes.
So that it can actually be ripped off.
Exactly.
Yes. But it's not supposed to be something you wear at 6 in the morning.
And take off at midnight.
At midnight.
And hop into bed directly.
So I am going to appeal to the doctor in you. What is wrong with that little thing? That thong? What does it do? It moves what from where to where?
Okay, Carol, you've really brought up a topic that I think a lot of people have closeted for too long.
Yes.
And I will go straight to it. 1, the girl, I call it anatomy of a line. Mm-hmm. Your urine system, your vaginal opening, your rectum, they're all in a straight line. And the first thing you need to learn is in childhood.
Yes.
How to clean.
How to wipe. You
exactly.
Wipe front to back.
Not back to front.
I almost want to pause the video. This point here in the video is where you start sharing it.
Precisely.
When your children are learning how to clean themselves, you teach them how to wipe.
Wipe.
Front to back.
Now, I'll give you the medicine in it. We have bacteria that protect that system.
Yes.
Now, your vagina is principally acidic.
Yes.
Because we have lactobacilli. It's an acidic bacterium. You have your rectum that has got normal bacteria there. E. coli is the biggest culprit.
Yes.
So when you wipe back to front,
yes.
you introduce it into the vagina, and you introduce it even more into the urine system.
And that's where you get the UTI.
And that's exactly it.
Oh, please, I know
So you
this.
keep getting UTIs and asking yourself, what's going wrong?
And in the case of some women, I'm sorry to say this,
Yes.
you blame the sanitary towel you're wearing.
Exactly.
Let's just start with, even before the underwear, how do you wipe?
Wipe.
front to back.
Never ever back
the other way around.
to front.
Yes.
Never ever.
Ever.
Now, for some people, you may even have yeast infection.
Yes.
As a normal commensal in your gut.
Yes.
Now, it's in the rectum. What will you do? Introduce it into the vagina.
Yes.
And even into the urinary system.
Yes.
So what happens? You start getting itching, you start getting a discharge, and then you get livid about everything and everybody.
No, by the way,
Yeah?
here's something nobody likes to say. Let me tell you, you're not more irritable as a woman like when you have a yeast infection.
Precisely.
You're just like,
Everything is not working for me.
yeah.
And you're scratching, and
I know.
unfortunately,
And
in the wrong timing. Eh?
yes, in the
Then
wrong
add
timing.
heat. Add heat to the factors.
Oh, please add January and February Nairobi.
Precisely.
And you are living in hell.
Exactly.
Yes.
Then add these other kind of pants that people like wearing, where you tummy tuck. So you're on this
yes.
corset affair, or you're on a biker.
Yes.
Just to tuck yourself looking prim and pretty. What happens?
But it doesn't breathe.
You incubate. You actually become an incubator. Urine is not sterile.
No.
So you incubate an infection.
Yes.
Now, Caroline, when you have your menses, blood is a fantastic media for bacteria.
I know.
So things only get worse, and by the time you're coming to us, you really, really are messed up.
Yes.
And very, very annoyed with everybody. And thinking, unfortunately, that this must have come from Mr. If you happen to have
Yes,
a partner
because a
or
lot
you're
of
married.
yes, a lot of women also don't. Obviously, you don't know what's an STI and what is just a yeast infection.
Exactly.
So you think, oh, poor me, he has given me something.
Exactly.
But the problem also, and please correct me as doctor here,
Yes.
is that if you do have chronic yeast infections and you're not having protected sex,
Yeah.
and depending on what his hygiene is like, he's going to take that to some other woman.
Precisely.
Yes.
Precisely.
He is.
And, you know, it's very easy to read a man. You know where we go, Caroline?
Tell me.
Look at the feet. Just
Really?
look at the feet. Get to know how oftenly he changes his socks. Athletes' feet is a common phenomenon amongst men.
It is.
It points to the hygiene of a man. So I keep telling ladies, learn to use your eyes before you actually entertain yourself.
Yes.
So that's one element. The other element is the biology. Women in their menses, their immune system goes down.
Oh, please, everything goes down.
Yeah?
If I can tell,
The mood goes down.
Everything.
Your
My
temperament
endorphins are
goes
down.
Everything.
Yes.
Now, that's one element. When you're pregnant, the immune system again goes down. So what happens? Yeast infections flourish. Any bug that is sitting around tends to just flare up.
Yeah. And
So-
if you've got incubators.
Yes.
Bikers, what, and you also
And your famous little string, that little thong that you can't even wash clean.
you can never wash that thing clean.
Exactly. Just toss it. Toss it.
What is it? You know, I tried in my 20s because it was the rage. But you're like, what is this thing? And I remember getting a UTI.
Yeah.
Not even a yeast infection, UTI. And my OBGYN, and I'm going to talk about this in a moment,
Yes.
told me, my friend,
That.
this thing sits here next to your rectum.
Yep.
But you sit and it moves what's
Moves
in your
up and
rectum
down.
forward,
Yep.
back, forward. What is the purpose of this thing again?
Exactly. Toss it.
What does it
Toss
even
it.
hold together?
Nothing.
No, when you think about it. I mean, really.
Absolutely nothing.
It's like,
yeah.
yes.
I am not for thongs at all.
Yes.
And if at all you must wear it, let it be an occasion where you want to actually
Yes.
floss yourself,
Floss
and
yourself.
have him now just
Take it off.
entertain you, and that's it.
Yes, but it can't be 6 a.m.
No.
And then you
certainly not.
get rid of it at midnight when you finally come home from the rev. You can't.
You can't. You can't.
So ladies, thank me later when you get over the shock. But this particular conversation, 3 things we need you to take out of this. Number 1, how to wipe.
Front to back.
Number 2, we cannot incubate things here.
No.
Creating heat and other yeast happiness happening
No.
environments.
No.
And thongs are a waste of time and money.
I will add one more thing.
Yes.
Because I think it's important people get it. Douching.
But
We have all manner of douches in this city. And I will be very categorical. You need to keep the vagina acidic.
hold that thought. How am I going to make you come back to the next video? So we're going to talk about douching, cleaning there, and then talons.
Yes.
Talons. Subscribe, come back if you dare.